What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Garbear Fitness. Today I've just finished my cheat meal today and I decided on doing Panda Express. As you can see, I'm also wearing a tank top right now with the Garbear Fitness logo on it. But before I talk about that, I want to go back to the topic of the cheat meal. So once a week I do have a cheat meal. I have actually bumped my calories up to 6,000 calories a day. And once a week I do a cheat meal, and sometimes I struggle trying to figure out what I want to do. So what I decided today, what I was going to do from now on, once a week, I'm going to put a poll, because you can do like a voting poll on Twitter. So once a week, I'm going to do a voting poll on Twitter of at least three different choices of doing a cheat meal, and you guys can decide what I'm going to eat for the day. You guys can also list the suggestions you have for different things down here in Florida. There's a lot of different restaurants in different states, but just pitch me ideas. I would love to definitely try new places, or at least see if they're actually in Orlando. In general here, just to check out, because I live in Altamont right now, and there's a lot of, which is right above Orlando, but it is still considered a part of Orlando, and there's actually a lot of food places around here I've been meaning to check out, but sometimes I just don't feel like going out of my way or just eating that particular food. So today I went with 2 bowls from Panda Express. So anyway, guys, my Twitter is going to be at roar_of_Watson. It'll also be in the description box below. Just pitch me your guys' ideas for suggestions on cheat meals in the comment section on this YouTube video, Instagram DMs, Twitter, anything. And once a week I'll have that poll up, probably around like a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, because that's particularly when I do eat my cheat meals. So the main topic of today's video, guys, before I actually talk about these tank tops, is going to be personal training. And I was looking at my videos and I did realize that I actually didn't have a lot of discussion really on kind of how I do my personal training for clients, because I have had online clients who've been all over the world, throughout the US and different countries like that. So more or less with Garbear Fitness, if someone had to ask me, like what my #1 slogan would be, it would be building self-confidence through physical change. And that's something that I believe is very important in everyone's life, to build self-confidence, to do different things that they usually don't do. And one thing I like to teach is not just how to exercise, whether it be an in-person client or online, but also how to learn to work out on your own. And some people may see it as, when you're a personal trainer, your goal is to kind of get the person to become needy and dependent on you. And I don't believe that's just not my motive. That's just not me. I believe working out in the long run should be something that people should learn how to do on their own. And I know a lot of people are very scared to do it without the proper guidance, but with proper teaching and guidance, you can make a lot of great gains on your own, after having someone kind of instruct you and help you kind of learn the knowledge that you need to do to better yourself. And I feel like in the long run that learning to work on your own can help you make decisions on your own in real everyday life, because again, not everyone's going to be there for you in the sense of making decisions for you. And as a growing adult, as most people, my age or younger or older, regardless, we have to learn to make decisions on our own. So despite that, everything I do is custom made, and that's one thing I do enjoy spending time on with my clients, is trying to figure out what will work for them and what they want to do, as far as structuring their body, and then actually taking the time to research what will work, be it in the gym or in the kitchen. And then once that routine is done, sometimes I'll spend a couple hours or a couple days building things, because it's not always a rush for me. Like I could build a routine just like this. But for me, sometimes I like taking a little longer, in the sense that I can make sure I've investigated everything that I want to do to put into this client. Because for me, it's always about giving the most to a person, because if you're going to take a specialty in life, that's what your goal should be, is to always do the best at what you're doing. And the interesting thing too is that when I give my client the routine or diet, and some things we can go back and forth and change, if it's not to what they want directly, is to see how it works in the field. So ideally, I like having a client spend about 2 weeks or so, and kind of just every couple days, or every day or so, let me know how their body feels through the food or through the training regimen. And then we kind of figure out, if this is going to be too much for them right now, if they're eating too much or too little, or the food's not making them feel well, it's draining their energy out, there's too much sugar, or there's too many sets for this workout. And then, I like spending time going back to figuring out, what can I change to make it, sustainable for this person at the current level that they're at, and challenging enough to take them to the next level, because as you guys know, with bodybuilding or any sport or anything in life, You always have to keep challenging yourself to grow, because that's just how the body works. It always needs a new challenge. Um, and see, for me, like, it's always about the time spent. It's not always about the money at the end of the day. For me, the number one thing I always ask clients is this something that's very important to you? And are you going to put a lot of, I shouldn't say just put a lot of time in this, but are you going to put your time into this too? Because personal training for me isn't just work from my end 100% and then you do, nothing. I believe that I do a percentage of work, and then it's up to you to inquire about different things, ask me different things, like shoot me a message, video chat me, try this stuff in the gym, try this stuff in the kitchen, let me know how stuff works for you, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to know how it's going to work for you unless you put your effort into it. And I always make sure, before I put time into building something for a client, is this something you really want to do? At the end of the day, for me, time is most important, and I don't mind helping someone, but to build something for somebody and they never use it, to me, it's almost like I wouldn't say heartbreaking. What's the word? Like disheartening, I guess is the word. Disheartening is the word, I believe. It's disheartening to hear, because you spend your time into doing it, and it's not like, I'm happy to receive money here, I'm going to give you a shit product. It's in the sense of like, I spent hours and, a couple of days putting time into this, and then you come to find out, you haven't touched it at all. It's like, well, I made it for you, I hope you use it, I want to see you do better in life, and, I'm here if you need anything, but if you aren't going to reach out and, ask for the extra help, then I can't do anything more for you, and it bothers me too, because I want to do as much as possible for people, but you guys also have to realize at the end of the day that there's percentage of what you have to do as a client, someone I'm training, to put in the work as well for your body, because remember, at the end of the day, this is your body and I'm here to help you. Now, on the topic of that too, I am having, I do have plenty of spots online for online coaching. If anyone is looking for that, you can shoot me a message at garbearfitness@gmail.com, or you can check my website out at garbearfitness.com. And it's just interesting, like a lot of times I find it very interesting when taking on clients, to just see how different people's bodies work and different people's diets are throughout different regions of the world, because no two people are going to be the same. I'm not a believer in giving a routine I gave to somebody to another individual, because realistically, if both of their bodies work similarly, there may be something that works differently in between the two, so it's always, for me, I enjoy spending time doing it. And if there is anyone out there looking for just simple gym advice or an actual online coach, definitely reach out to me, because I would love to help you guys. Now, on the topic of the tank tops, okay, so I decided to release the tank tops now due to the fact that it is closing in on spring break time. Well, we are in the month of spring break, and it is springtime and it's heading into summer, and I was trying to figure out which kind of tank tops I wanted, so I kind of, sampled out, I guess, a little bit of photos of different styles I wanted, and this is the one I chose for guys. It's going to be available in gray and black. Pricing will be available online. Chances are I'm going to drop them next Thursday, most likely. Next Wednesday or Thursday, they're going to be available online. And I went with this too, is because I was deciding between a stringer and another fitted tank top, but I also realized too, people like wearing things that are a little looser fit, or they can get a smaller size and wear it more tight fit. And I like to consider, different people's body types in general when I'm releasing, a product in the beginning of just my business right now, my brand that I'm starting. I wanted something that everybody would be comfortable in, and I think, a general fitted tank top like this, people would be more comfortable in than instead of versus, advertising just a stringer, because general population of people don't really wear stringers. A lot of people are very uncomfortable in them. Even I'll wear them like once every 2 weeks. I personally would prefer a tank top like this. Because there's more material, it's open to let your body breathe, and if you want to show your muscles too, and it's just overall good quality. Like this, the quality choices I had to choose between the 3 tank tops, this was the best quality between them. It feels like a general shirt, like a general t-shirt, and by that I mean, a lot of times when you'll buy a tank top, you'll feel that the material feels, like very rippable. You put it in the washer dryer sometimes and it'll just shrink up like that, and then a couple weeks later the thing's not even fitting you anymore. But I wanted something with good quality material, and this is actually a spreadshirt design tank top. but I wanted something with good material, even for just starting out, is because for me at the end of the day, again, same thing with personal training, I'm not looking to shoot out a shit product. I want good quality coming out to people, and I want people to be comfortable wearing what I'm giving them, and I'm advertising as a brand inside and outside of the gym. Now, just as you guys see, I'm wearing the male tank top, and by saying that, there is a female version of a tank top. I wish I had have actually kept them before I gave them to my friend Morgan to model them for me, which I would love to have shown you guys, but I don't have them. I gave them to her, and she's actually going to be shooting the photos for them probably this weekend. And I actually just got done the photo shoot at my friend's place for the guys version of the tank top. So there's going to be a guy's version and the girl's version. The female version is, I'm sure a lot of you females who are ever watching this have seen the style of tank tops where they're kind of loose fit and they cut through the armpit here so you can see the bra. When I was showing a few different females that was kind of like the most voted style of tank top, and it is good for me. Like, I like getting different people's opinions and stuff, because again, like, I'm doing everything on my own, like I'm placing orders on my own, mailing on my own, designing the logos, where it's going to be on the clothing on my own. I design the website, I build a website, respond to all my emails, and it's good to get different people's opinion. At the end of the day, I like making sure that I'm the one doing these things, is because I want people to know that I, as the brand, am representing 100% satisfaction from somebody versus hiring someone and something goes wrong. Especially because I'm in such an early stage, I want to give people the product and the time that they deserve. So again, guys, if anyone's looking for personal training, as mentioned, or you guys have any fitness questions, just shoot me an email. All my social media is going to be in the description box below. Guys and girls tank tops will be launching out sometime next week. I am going to Miami Ultra from Friday to Sunday, that 3-day fest, and I'll actually be wearing these down there. So if you guys ever see them in an Ultra video online or any kind of rave video that's in Miami from Ultra, definitely shoot me a message or tag me in it, because I would love to see that. But these will be out before I actually go down there, so that they're online if anyone wants to purchase them. Garbear Fitness, checking out, guys. Stay shredded.